Hi there. Stan The Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states, including yours. I represent every single carrier out there. I think I do. Most of them anyway, the majority of them. I'm the baddest dude out here when it comes to annuities, street lingo, right? We're talking about 1035 exchanges today, but before that, producer, let's do logo. Let's do a logo shot. Logo pants, right? Logo jacket, logo hat, logo underwear. Nope, stop. No, there's no logo. No, there's no logo underwear. Come on, now I'm just kidding. So let's talk about 1035 transfer. 1035, what the heck is a 1035 transfer? It's an IRS approved transfer from one annuity to another, but it's bigger than that. It's always bigger than that. If it was that simple, there would be no need for the annuityman.com. There'd be no need for Stan The Annuity Man YouTube channel. There'd be no need for the Annuity Man podcast. There'd be no need for an article per day on annuities, right? Nod your head, producer. Exactly. So with that, we're going to do a really cool musical interlude. This is I don't want this to be the highlight of the video. It shouldn't, because the content should be the highlight, but it could be, because it's a really cool music video, and it happens in like 10 seconds, and it's all this stuff, and it happens right now. Ah! Scared you, didn't I? Exactly. I have a face for podcasting, as they say. Don't nod your head, producer. Be nice. Okay. 1035 exchanges, we're talking about going from one annuity to another annuity. 1035, 1031, what's all that stuff? IRS code. People say, well, 1031, I've heard of 1031. What's 1031? What's the voice? What's 1030? 1031 is real estate to real estate, if you're keeping score. 1035 is annuity to annuity in a non-IRA account. Okay, so you're using non-IRA money. And that's just IRS code. 1031 is the IRS code for real estate to real estate. 1035, if you go flipping, where's 1030, 1035? 1035, IRS code. You can read about it, but in essence it says you can transfer in one annuity to another without tax ramifications. No taxes are triggered. Now the cost basis will transfer with a 1035 transfer, but other than that, you're eventually going to have to pay taxes on that money when you take it out of the account. Now, should you do all annuities qualify under a 1035 transfer? No, some don't. Single premium immediate annuities, you cannot do a 1035 transfer. That's an irrevocable lifetime income stream. Deferred income annuities, which are a single premium immediate annuity that you defer, those can't be transferred. Why? Because it's a lifetime income stream, irrevocable. And then qualified longevity annuity contracts, which are deferred income annuities that you use inside of a traditional IRA, those cannot be transferred. Why? Because that's a lifetime income stream you can never outlive. Think of those three products as you go outside, you're getting ready to wash the car, and you turn on the knob for the water, the outside spigot, and you rip the knob off that outside spigot, and water just flows and you can't stop it. That's an immediate annuity, a deferred income annuity, and the qualified longevity annuity contract. That income's going to flow forever. You're going to get all your money back in payment form, but there's no way to transfer it. So really the 1035 transfer in a non-IRA account comes down to three primary products in the annuity world: variable annuities, fixed indexed annuities, and multi-year guarantee annuities. Does it make sense to transfer those? In a multi-year guarantee annuity to multi-year guarantee annuity 1035 transfer world, it makes sense. I mean, there's no moving parts, there's no annual fees. 99% of the time it makes sense to transfer from one to the other. I would encourage you in a multi-year guarantee annuity, CD type annuities view, never take surrender charges. It just doesn't make sense, and mathematically it doesn't work in your favor. But once they're out of surrender charges, you can go from one MIGA to another MIGA, multi-year guarantee annuity, and it be a non-taxable event. And a lot of people do that with us. They're laddering fixed rates, and then when one matures, we just do a 1035 transfer to another. By the way, if it's in an IRA, it's just a direct transfer. But in non-IRA, that's where the 1035 part comes in. Now, where it gets a little fishy and complicated is with the variable and indexed annuities. Since I don't sell variables, because I don't sell anything that is not fixed, I only do contractual guarantees, nothing down on variable annuities. But this applies to variable annuities as well. But let's talk about indexed annuities with income riders, and variable annuities can have income riders as well. Once you attach an income rider to a variable annuity or indexed annuity, things change from a 1035 standpoint, because the income rider part of that valuation. It's a separate calculation, and it's going to be higher 99% of the time than the accumulation value. I know I threw a lot at you, so I'm going to do it in English. Accumulation value is real money. Accumulation value is transferable money, okay? Hold that thought. Income rider is monopoly money. How's that for a visual? You like that, don't you, producer? You don't. Income rider is monopoly money. It's a phantom account. It won't transfer. So in a 1035 transfer, you're going to transfer that cash value. Let me do a visual for you. Draw a line down the middle of a page. I'm all about visuals today, Ms. Producer. This side's that income rider monopoly money side. Remember that? And this side's that real money. The real money side is going to transfer. Now, this is where it gets interesting. When you go to transfer, some Yahoo, excited, young insurance agent has the best product ever. And they want you to transfer from where you're at to his product, okay, or her. You're going to have to do a side-by-side comparison in the application to make sure that mathematically that transfer makes sense for you, not the agent. So in other words, where you're going, where the money is transferring to has to be mathematically and contractually better than where you're leaving. Now, what happens with that, the problem is, and the smart strategy of the annuity companies, is once you attach an income rider, 99% of the time, I don't know if it's that high, but it's pretty high, that income rider value, that monopoly money value, is going to be higher than the real money value. And since you're transferring the real money value to the other one, you're leaving that monopoly money value on the table. That's a big deal. If that income rider, if income was what you're trying to achieve, future income down the road, that growth amount on the income rider side is not going to transfer to the new annuity or the annuity that's being pitched. So be very careful about that. And if you called us and say, hey, I want to transfer this indexed annuity with a rider to another indexed annuity with a rider, we're probably going to say it's probably not going to happen because you're not going to be able to get a higher benefit than what you're leaving, but we'll run those calculations just to make sure. And I'd say 98% of the time that's the case. You're going to have to stay and make lemonade out of that policy, and we will tell you how to do that at theannuityman.com. The other kind of warning red flag is if anyone ever says to you the following in some form or phrase, I need you to transfer this annuity to this annuity, and I know there's surrender charges here, but this one offers an upfront bonus, and that upfront bonus will make up for the surrender charges. That person you don't need to be dealing with. That person doesn't have your best interest at hand. First of all, you should pretty much never come out of an annuity and pay surrender charges. I've only seen a handful of cases where it mathematically makes sense to do that, and we'll run those numbers, and if it mathematically makes sense to do that, we'll tell you, but 98% of the time it won't. But about 100% of the time, let's just say 99.5, taking a bonus to make up for surrender charges is not in your best favor. It's only going to benefit the selling agent, and most carriers frown upon that. They really don't want that. The bonuses are not in place. I call bonuses shiny things for stupid people, and I know that's not you. Nod your head, it's not you. It's not you, correct. It should have been that way? Correct. You're not that person, but shiny things for stupid people because they think they're getting free money. It's like you're at the Bad Chicken Dinner Seminar and the guy says, and we'll give you a 10% upfront free bonus, and the guy goes, listen to that, Martha, they're going to give us 10%. No, Martha, it's not 10%. And it's never to be used to make up for those surrender charges to transfer. So that's a lot. I mean, I went through a lot. But what you need to remember about 1035 transfers is when you're trying to do one, there has to be a side-by-side comparison, not only done by the agent, but done during the application. Part of that application will have a side-by-side ledger, old annuity, new annuity, and it'll have all the details. And the carrier that's receiving so supposedly they're receiving the transfer, they're going to look at that, and if it doesn't line up, if it's not in your favor mathematically to move, they will deny the transfer. Now, if the person fictitiously puts the numbers in, maybe, but that's the reason I always tell people, always get a copy of your application so that you can make sure that it was filled in properly. And most of the time it is, but the carriers do not want that to happen. Okay, I talked about surrender charges. I just did a video recently on what are the surrender charges in annuities. I'll look at the video. There it is. I would encourage you to look at that as well because these deferred annuities have surrender charges. You need to understand how they work. They should be explained to you at the time of application. The policy will have it in there, the application will have it in there, but you have to understand that a lot of the surrender charges for these deferred annuities are very, very high, not because annuity companies are evil, it's because they're locking in the contractual guarantee, and surrender charges also cover for the commissions paid that are hidden that you never see, right? So if you get out of the annuity early, that's making up for some of those commissions they pay to the agent. Just a inside baseball type analogy. So with that, go to my website at theannuityman.com, and we have the best annuity calculators on the planet that you can use and run quotes to see what the best contractual guarantees are for you and your specific situation. You can also get my books for free and under no obligation if you just give us your shipping address. We'll ship those to you. And you can read all kinds of blog posts and articles and listen to my podcast. And before you leave, hit subscribe, because I'm doing these videos on the Stan The Annuity Man YouTube channel every single day, Monday through Friday. And with that, I'll see you next time and next video.